years, we have discovered that there are problems in the world at large in regards to food. There's insufficient food in the world as a result of food insecurity. Now, we also discovered that the population of the world is over 7.8 billion. Now, out of this total population, majority sleep on daily basis without getting sufficient food, or they live by insufficient food or low quality food. We also discovered that a lot of food are being wasted on daily basis as a result of lack of facilities for recycling of food waste. That brings us to the idea of coming up with Empire Food Bank. Empire Food Bank is a proposed company that will be dealing on potatoes and maize. We will use potato and maize in order to in order to uh, to produce flour, flour for baking, flour for eating, and also pasta. We'll also be producing noodles. That's the aim of Empire Food Bank. We also hope to recycle the waste that will be gotten from these food particles in order to produce livestock food, as well as livestock food for animals of different varieties. Our vision statement is to conserve agriculture and food for the human race, and also promote its uses in support of global food security for sustainable development for the present and future generations. Our mission is to eliminate hunger and improve the health and well-being of our communities through agriculture and food management, with access to healthy and nutritious food and community food waste education and advocacy. Our core values is one, we will be having high ethical standards. We have high level of accountability amongst our staff. We also have high customer service in order to retain our customers. We will continue to research and develop in order to improve on our quality. We will also have high level of hygiene since we are dealing with food items. And also we will have effective team management and time management to enable us materialize this idea of ours. The aim of coming up with this Empire Food Bank is to provide healthy food for all nations, to reduce the problem of unemployment too, and tackle the problem of food insecurity, and also making profits in the same time. We also hope to encourage our farmers by patronizing their materials for production. You know, we will be buying these raw materials from farmers, such as potato and maize that we'll be using to, manufacture this flour, flour for baking, flour for eating, and also noodles, pastas of different varieties. And also we'll use the waste products of all this potato and maize to produce livestock feeds. We have analyzed our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities and threats, and we discovered that one of our strongest strengths is that we have qualified staff, we have nearness to raw materials, we also have high technological equipment, and we will be having the United Nations empowerment support. Also, we are a team of passionate people, so it is a strength for us to enable us to succeed in this work of ours. Also, we will have the support of the host communities that will be establishing our company. So these are our strengths that we believe will make us to achieve this dream of ours. Also, we know that we have weaknesses. One of our weaknesses is government regulations that might not be favorable to us. We are also aware of that. Secondly, one of our weaknesses is we have high taxation rates, which we cannot run away from. We have to pay, and as well as poor road network in rural communities. One of our opportunities too that we have analyzed is that we have access to capital from hot price, because we are hoping to win this prize. So capital will not be a problem for us. Also, we have United Nations support. It's a great opportunity that we want to tap on. And we also hope to grab new innovations that will come our way in the course of implementing this business idea. We are also not ignorant of the fact that we have threats. One of our threats is that we have new entrants to the industries. And also we have existing companies that are into these ideas of how, but we hope to outweigh them with our innovative mindsets and creative ideas that we're bringing on board. We also know that we have competitors. They are our threats, but we hope to conquer them in future. Also, unfavorable weather conditions, since we are dealing with food stuff. Maybe the weather might affect our food products, but we have modalities in place to tackle all of that. The products we'll be offering is one, flour for baking. We're going to be offering flour for baking, flour for eating, that is otherwise known as swallow. We're also going to be offering custard for pap, what is popularly known as pap. We also be offering noodles of different sizes, ranging from big size, medium size, family size, etc. We're also going to be offering livestock feeds as well as pasta. Our key partners is commercial farmers that we hope to be buying these products from, our raw materials from. Relevant bodies such as Bank of Agriculture, Bank of Industry, NAFDAC, Research Institute, etc. Other manufacturing companies will also hope to partner with them, as well as the host communities. Our key activities, things that will be engaging on daily basis, is that we will be purchasing raw materials such as maize and potatoes from the producers, which are farmers. We also harness these potatoes and maize into packed varieties of food such as flour, noodles, pastas. Also, we'll be packaging and branding of these products. We'll distribute them and finish to our finished good and recycle of waste into. Our target customers is individuals, business organizations, restaurants, orphanages, hotels, catering firms, and schools. Our chain of distribution will be selling directly to individuals, retail shop, and wholesalers. Also, we will have a customer relationship application in order to engage our customers and get their complaints. We are also going to have follow-ups. We're going to be doing online reviews and feedbacks. Our promotional strategies, we're going to be promoting on TV, billboards. We'll also be using the radio and TV jingles. Our products are going to be segmented into different segments that will meet the needs of our customers. We'll be generating revenue from sales products, sponsorship, government grants, as well as UN sponsor. One of the problems that we hope to solve is the problem of insecurity, the problem of unemployment, waste management, as well as social vices. Because if we engage these youths that are jobless in our company, we are certainly going to stop them from engaging in social vices. In summary, Empire Food Bank is a potential business organization that aims at tackling the problem of food insecurity in Nigeria and the world at large, and we hope to make profit from that. On this note, we are hereby anticipating for a positive feedback for the materialization of this business idea. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity that you've accorded us, and we anticipate a positive feedback. Thank you.
Thank you, Empire Food Bank, for that incredible presentation. Thank you. It's one of the major challenges that we encounter globally. Okay, so we all need food for good health and well-being. We all need to survive. We all need to live longer. So just like you, how it's going to function, I would ask us, do you Are you there?
Yes, I am. We are.
Okay. The food crops which you need to transform into consumables, do you grow them or do you purchase them from farmers?
Okay, we hope to partner with farmers. We hope to partner with farmers for the time being. We buy from them and then harness it into this finished product. But in subsequent, we hope to grow the farms by ourselves. But for a start, we hope to patronize farmers that already have these products. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hello, did you get what I said?
Okay.
Did you get what I said?
Yes, I did. And secondly, how innovative is your idea? Because from your pitch, I could see that this idea
Sorry, I can't quite comprehend. The network is poor.
in the business. So what makes yours unique? What makes yours innovative? Because I didn't hear the part where you include technology into your.
Yes, we are going to be using technological devices, improved technological devices. So we're not going to be doing it like the roadside people, and we're going to be doing it in a large scale. And we'll be having varieties of products. And it will be segmented into different segments to meet the demands of our potential customers.
Okay, great. Who has any questions for them? If you have questions for them, you have 2 minutes to do that. We are going to take 2 questions from the audience. If now let's proceed.
Hello from Empire Food Bank. We're still waiting for questions.
Hello, can you
Farm, are you there?
can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much, Empire.
Empire Food, for the wonderful presentation.
Please, am I on board?
Yes, we can.
We can hear you. We're waiting for your question.
Okay, my question is, we did not get to know the particular person speaking. You mentioned your team's name. And aside that, owing to the fact that your company has so much competitors, what's your unique idea that will make you want to take your idea as a unique idea that can compete with other companies? Because there are so many of this company out here, especially in our regions already. What's your unique idea? What's your unique selling point? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that wonderful question. We hope to do our products in a more mechanized way, and we'll be having a more innovative way of packaging that will be enticing to the customers. Also, we'll be doing a lot of giveaways in order to entice them. And we hope to penetrate the market with a low price, with the hope to raise it up when we have gained balance in the market. So that way we can defeat our competitors who are already existing. And then we have some special packages that we'll be introducing to entice our customers. And you know, our product is a consumable product that is being consumed by every household on a daily basis. Almost every household consumes noodles on a daily basis. So it is something that people consume every day. So if we can implement this idea, we are very sure that we're going to break even and even take over the market in time to come. Thank you.
Okay, great. Now we call on the organic farm to take the floor.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good evening. My name is Chibo. I am the team lead of Team Organic Farm, and my team members are Precious Osim, Dara Tushaka, and Vanessa Oko. I hope you can hear me.
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. We actually discovered the problem livestock farmers, especially the poultry farmers, are facing. According to the Nigeria Poultry Farmers Association, 99% of small-scale poultry farmers are grappling with feeding their birds due to skyrocketing and incessant cost of feed, adulteration, and outbreak of poultry disease. And this problem actually has led to a resonating effect in closure of farms, downsizing of production, high cost of products like maize and soybeans, and eventually hike in prices of poultry products like eggs and meats. The recurrent decimal in Nigerian poultry industry have made poultry products inaccessible by a vast number of average Nigerians, making them to compromise their diets, especially those persons that are not supposed to, or maybe had been advised by their doctors not to eat red meat. But because of the high prices of poultry products, they get to eat these red meats because they can't afford the poultry products. And during the COVID-19 lockdown, there was a ban in the importation of maize by the federal government, which maize actually constitutes 50 to 70% of poultry feed in the country. And because of this ban, it has actually sent several farms to an early grave, especially the poultry farm. Now, the solution to this hike in prices of feed is organic farm. Now, what is organic farm? Organic farm is a black fly larva farm producing affordable protein, rich and sustainable alternative animal feed. Black fly larva could also be called maggots. That's what to say is organic farm is actually looking at producing, harvesting, and processing maggots to be used as an alternative feed for livestock farmers, especially the poultry, ducks, pig farmers. These maggots could be used as a feed because it has a 60% protein in it, and it has a very high digestible blend of amino acid. This solution will actually increase the 50% per capita income of poultry and fish farmers and reduce the cost of poultry products like meat, egg, and manure. You know, we could get manure from poultry droppings, thereby making poultry products readily available for the market and at a cheaper rate for an average Nigerian to afford. This solution, the solution organic farm, will also heal the relationship between food system and the planet, because agriculture actually accounts for 21% of greenhouse gas, carbon dioxide, which increases the amount of ozone in the atmosphere by preventing nitrogen oxide from breaking it down. Also, organic farm as a solution to hiking prices of poultry feed could also reduce the recurring mortality rates and infection in poultry farming due to high protein content of maggots, which will also help boost the immune system. We all know, at least in our primary school, we're taught that protein helps build the immune system, and maggots is very rich in protein. So it will help build the immune system of these birds and livestock so that they can fight infections. And also the organic farm as a solution to hiking the prices of feed for poultry birds, it could also create employment. Looking at Nigeria, there is a very high rate of unemployment, and organic farm has to do with gathering household waste and subjecting them to infection by black fly, thereby producing maggots that could be used as feed for livestock and poultry farm. Now, let's look at the channels through which we use to solve the problem of this hike in prices of poultry feed. We have direct advertisements. Under direct advertisement, we, the members of organic farm, wish to go to poultry farmers and advertise maggots as an alternative feed for their poultry birds. We also intend to use the media outlets like television, radio jinglings, social media like Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp to advertise maggots and educate farmers that maggots could be used as fish baits, could be used as feed for poultry and livestock like pigs. We also want to look at booking and reservation. The idea behind organic farm is producing, harvesting, and processing maggots, which could be used as feed or could be incorporated into feeds for livestock. And farmers could book or seek for reservations for these maggots, which will be sold in grams or depending on the weight you want. And also want to look at customer referrals. When a particular farmer buys this product and sees that the product is very good, he will have to refer other farmers, other poultry farmers or livestock farmers to also look at using maggots as an alternative feed for their livestock. Then available structures and facility that will be used to solve this problem. We need waste, household waste. And getting this household waste is not difficult because at least it will help clean up the environment from pollution. We have tank for storing this waste. A tank will be gotten to store this waste. You know, waste can only decompose in the presence of limited oxygen. So with these tanks, there will be limited oxygen in the tank, thereby leads to decomposition of this waste, thereby producing more maggots. And we need black fly. Black fly is a producer of maggots. This particular maggots we need in order to sell to poultry and livestock farmers for them to use as feed for their livestock. We also need tools for harvesting and processing of these maggots. We cannot just harvest the maggots from the waste and sell to farmers. We have to wash, sieve, dry, and mill them before selling it out to poultry and livestock farmers. And the tools we need are sieve, we need a basin, dryer, and a miller. Then we also look at the ways of profiting from this business. The ways we intend to profit from this business are sales of maggots to poultry and livestock farmers, sales of organic soil to farmers. During the process of this decomposition of this waste, there's usually a production of organic soil as a byproduct. This organic soil could be sold to farmers, especially in places where their soil is very poor for crop cultivation. So we could sell this organic soil to these farmers and they will use to grow more food, to grow different crop species. Organic soil is actually rich, very rich in nutrients for soil, for crop production, for crop cultivation. So if we sell this organic soil to farmers, they will have a better soil to grow their crops, thereby making food readily available for the populace. We also look at organization of workshop and training as a way of profiting through this business. We organize workshop and training for people that actually intend going into maggot farming, thereby creating more ways for people to generate income for themselves. We also look at sales of maggot incorporated feeds for livestock. Most farmers might not just want to feed their birds with just maggots. So we look at processing these maggots in such a way that companies manufacturing feeds can actually get this processed maggot from us after it has been ground into powdery forms. They can get it from us and incorporate it in their feeds before selling it to farmers. This whole idea of organic farm will actually help with the hike in the prices of feed and will actually make feed readily available for farmers. It will also lead to creation of employment, like the gathering of waste. Gathering of waste could be done by anybody, even the physically challenged person could actually gather waste, household waste, and sell to us, while we use it to cultivate maggots to be sold back to the poultry farmers as feeds for their products. I think if we are given a chance to develop this idea, and if we are being funded to develop this idea, I think we'll be able to fight unemployment, we'll be able to fight hiking poultry products, and we'll also be able to fight climate change, because the process of actually cultivating these maggots will lead to the production of less methane and more of carbon dioxide, which helps to build the ozone of the atmosphere rather than methane that will deplete the ozone layer. The carbon dioxide will help build up the ozone of the atmosphere, thereby making the environment good and eco-friendly for living. Thank you.
Um, Good evening, everybody. Is the section on, or can I speak?
Hello. Hello. Organic farm. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can. I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. I think I lost you for a while. That was a great presentation. That was a great presentation. So they are transforming marketing. They need to that I know it's high in protein. Doing that of providing feed and making it affordable and able to farmers who and animals. It is very, very impressive. So to include the production
I think network is really disturbing.
maggots. How when you get material, which is maggots, by rearing the fly. Okay, and flies as well. At what quantity and how can you make it available to such maggot?
Please, can you take the question again? The network is actually fluctuating.
Okay, I said for the idea to be innovative, what technological tool or what technological style or system are you involving into your idea? Secondly, how accessible is your raw material, which is the fly? How can you breed? How can you get them and breed them? And also, the third question would be, and I think the sustainability of the business, the innovative aspect of it, including technology and how accessible that raw material is going to, and how long is the maggot system.
Okay, thank you for that question. Based on the technology, the tools we need to get to process these maggots are tools that can be sold in the market. We need tools like sieve, the basin, we need a tank, we need a dryer, and we need a miller. Then for how accessible the raw materials, especially the black fly, the raw materials we need to cultivate these maggots is household waste. And each household produces waste. There is no household you go to, you don't see waste. So this waste could be gathered. And anywhere you see waste, there is always black fly. Anywhere there is waste, there is always black fly. You notice wherever there is a dirt, as far as the smell, this smell will attract those black fly. So the raw material we need is household waste. Once we get the household waste, then black fly will be gotten from the environment. Then they can act on this waste, and then maggot is eventually produced. Then it could be grown. It doesn't take up to 2 days for a maggot to grow into full fledged to be harvested. Then, based on how sustainable the business idea is, waste are produced, are generated every day from different households. So every day we get an opportunity of getting more waste to produce more maggots. And when those maggots are being produced, we sell them to poultry farmers. So this our idea is very sustainable. The tools needed to build this idea is not something very big. It looks small, but it will actually go a long way to help farmers, especially poultry farmers, fish farmers, because these maggots could be used as bait. It could also go a long way to help pig farmers, people that farm pig and people that farm duck. So we have a very large market. Especially, imagine everybody is actually going into small scale farming. So we have a very large market to sell these maggots to those small scale farmers. Thank you.
Well, I would like to add something to what you said. Precious Osim by name, and I'm a team member of Organic Farm. Now, based on the sustainability of this business, it depends on very key factors. One of which she has rightly mentioned is availability of waste. So since every household eats per day and they actually produce waste on a daily basis, if as long as waste are available, this business is actually very sustainable. And because we have a market need, that's to produce feed for poultry farmers and reduce the cost of poultry products. We have a large market, we have a target. So it's a very, excuse me, sustainable idea. Thank you.
Okay, let me also to add a little to what they have said. Mushaka Dorothy, from your question, you were asking how much these maggots we can produce that will be enough for the feed. That what's the quantity of a maggot? From research, just a fly can lay up to 400 eggs a day. And these eggs takes just 2 to 3 hours for them to hatch into maggots. Let's multiply and see the quantity of eggs we get in a day. Just a us 400 eggs, then that is large market, as my partners have said. It is a wow idea, disruptive enough for it to raise us from this poverty we are facing. Thank you.
Thank you so so much. So the Gemk Farm, Team Gemk Farm, GEMK Farm. We have a representative from J J Gemk Farm.
Can you hear me?
Why we wait for
There's a representative from Gem Farm. Can you hear me?
back
Hello. Good evening.
a representative from Gemk Farm, Gary Fack. Anyone?
Hello? Can you hear me? Good evening. Hello? Hello? Can you hear anything?
Gem Farm Agro Alliance.
Yeah, good,
Who is there?
good evening. Good evening. Gem Farm.
Is
Can
Gem
you hear me? Gem
Farm
Farm.
here?
Yes, we're here.
Gem Farm, are you here?
Yes, you're here.
Yes.
You're
All
here.
right, please, the floor is yours. You have 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
All right. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is James Obadi, and I'm the speaker for Gem Farms, Gem Cycle Farms. Okay, for this hot price award, we came up with a proposal looking at the fact that agriculture today is a leading contributor of greenhouse gas emission, and livestock farming is the largest user of land resources. That is, livestock farming amounts for about 80% of total agriculture. And then to produce 1 kilogram of beef, you need about 15,000 liters of water. And livestock farming is also responsible for water pollution, land degradation, and desertification. Despite all of these challenges, the demand for meat globally has not reduced. It keeps increasing, just like the demand for food. As long as the birth rate is more than the death rate, it keeps going up. As at 2018, globally we consume about 346.14 million tons of meat, and it is predicted that in 2030, that figure will is going to rise to about.
Can't hear you. Please, we can't. Check your mic. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
can disconnect your headset. Your voice is faint, very faint.
You have a clear signal now. Can you hear me better now? Hello?
If you have your earpiece on, I suggest you remove it and see if the speakerphone will be loud enough.
Okay, okay. Is it better now? Is it better now? Now? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello? Yes. Okay, okay. So I'll go over it again. So agriculture is the leading greenhouse gas emissions, and livestock farming happens to form about 80% of total agriculture. To produce 1 kilogram of beef, you need about 3,000 liters of water. And livestock farming is also responsible for water pollution, land degradation, and desertification. However, the downside of livestock farming to our environment has not stopped to or reduced the globally 346.40 million tons of meat, and it is predicted to rise to 453 million tons by 2030. That is a 44% increase. Yet, not so many people today can afford meat to meet their nutritional demands. Then farm comes into the picture. We are looking to use minimal resources to minimize affordable high protein based substitutes by employing the blue economy strategy. That is, less water, less land mass is required for this. And a positive aspect to this process is the efficient waste management system that recycles every waste to one aspect of the farm's production. The farm itself is divided into 3 major parts: snail farm, crop production, and poultry. While the yield from the crop production is channeled as feeds for both snails and poultry, excess is going to restaurants or sold out to farmers or buyers. The waste from both the snail and poultry will be used as manure for the crop production or as feed for the birds, and the science from the snail can be used for synthetic, and then the waste from the poultry can also substitute as biogas, that is to run restaurants and other. This will also help those in the lower and middle quadrants of the wealth distribution to meet their nutritional needs and eliminate the issue of iron deficiency, especially in pregnancy, because snails contains essential nutrients to promote food for good for every individual. We actually use the Osterwalder's business model canvas to describe and visualize the business idea. So our key partners, we're looking at our key partners for this, for them to be the customers who are willing to pay for our products, because we're packaging this thing, we prepare, we package it, we would have paid it before we put it out in the market. Then restaurant, because we are looking at having a chain restaurants that's one of the specialty will be serving snails as substitute for meat protein, which the production of beef is causing more havoc to our economy. Then we're looking at farmers who are willing to buy our excess manure and excess crop production. Then we're looking at cosmetic and pharmaceutical firms who are interested in using, because snail contains a whole lot of it contains a lot that pharmaceutical firms make use for some of the drugs they research on, and then cosmetic people can actually use the slime of the snails to produce beauty products. Our key resources to be needing to run this, to make this idea come into naturalization, will be referee facilities and packaging facilities and equipment. Then we need a landmass, the capital, and then the initial funding to get snails, chicks, and crop seedlings. Our key activities will be to providing a protein-based substitute for beef, customer acquisition by putting ideas to cosmetic and pharmaceutical firms, and customer support services, and finally fulfilling orders. The value proposition of this idea is centered on health and environmental friendly based protein diet, provision of packaged products that stays for time, availability of raw materials for cosmetic and pharmaceutical products. We will also be aiding customers to make informed decisions pertaining to food that they consume, and then maintaining zero greenhouse gas emission. A customer relationship will seek to use education and public speaking to reach out to our customers. We also use social media. Then we have a 24/7 customer support system, with a feedback system where we get feedback from our customers. The customer is segmented into the end consumers, which might be families or individuals who are interested in balancing their diets. And we have the cosmetics, the pharmaceutical firms, and stores and supermarkets who are ready to put our product for sale. We'll be using the channels we'll be using are the online marketing, social media, content marketing, and face-to-face referral program. Also, the cost structure of this business will basically be the land acquisition, purchase of snails, birds, and crop seedlings, the technological costs for advertisements and content creation, and operational costs, which involves staffing, packaging, and delivery. Then the revenue streams of Circle Farm will basically be the customers willing to pay to meet their protein dietary needs, restaurant sales, poultry and crop sales, cosmetic and pharmaceutical raw materials, drugs or food. The Gem Sector you know it. Gem Sector Plan is segmented into three major restaurants. The major part, like I said earlier, is the small plant, the crop production, and the poultry. In the sense that Japan is built in a way using the economy where no waste is being taken out. All in the farm and used to support other segments of the farm. Like the poultry waste becomes organic manure for the crop and also can also be used as biogas for the restaurant to run the restaurant. While the snail shells can be used for purification and also use it, can also grind it and use that feed for the birds and also manure for the crop production. So in summary, this agriculture has a unique role to play in world economy today. Gem Cycle Farm is out to add value to the sector, especially in the side of protecting the environment. The snail farming will be providing a cheap source of high quality protein for human consumption, which means the theme of this year's Horticulture Award, healthy for good, while employing lesser land mass, lesser water, business management process that benefit the farm and the environment. So in conclusion, the safest investment on earth is agriculture, because as long as vegetables supersedes profit, demand for food, meat included, will also increase. Then simple farmers will not only combat nutritional needs, but it's also on the global cost in saving the planet, providing decent work and wealth as well as economic growth. We can go to advance to the next phase for the betterment of this problem. Thank you.
Team Jen. Presentation, but I must say the network connection over there at your location is, disrupted the conversation, your pitch, because it wasn't flowing. I think you should help us with your business model canvas, or if you have a slide, that would be awesome as well. Kindly help us with the slide share on the screen or the business model canvas so we can understand your business. Right now, we could call you up back later, to talk more about that since your network isn't stable. While we wait on that, we could call upon the next in line, which is the Agro Alliance. Agro Alliance, are you here? Do you have a representative? All right, next on the list. Think Hannah, are you here? If you're representing any of these groups, Agro Alliance and Think Hannah, please indicate. Do we have a representative for Team X? Team Winners, Teams Fudo, Assure Rise, Explore, Heroic Solutions, Wholemeal.co, Xanthos Foods.
Okay, for Heroic Solutions, actually, it's Sativa Solutions.
Sativa, sorry about that.
Yeah,
Sativa Solutions. Hear you.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon, everybody.
Do you have a slide?
No, I don't. Yeah, can I go on? Hello.
Do you have
No, actually, I don't have a slide. I'll speak.
ready? Do you have your business canvas? Go on.
All right. Yeah, actually, I can actually go on like this.
Okay.
Because, mine is
Can
not
go
showing.
on.
Yes, my name is Maxim Victory, and I'll be I'm the team leader and speaker for Sativa Solutions. My team members are by the name Okoi, okay, and also Aiba Aki. So we'll be talking from, just like I said, Sativa Solutions. Have you discovered that over half of the world's population eats rice? Exactly. We have over 7.8 billion people in the world, and you could imagine what half of that is. Half of that is 3.9 billion people. You could imagine that on a daily basis. Now, have you wondered also why the rice actually started increasing in rate? And now rice, which is the local man's food, not just the local man's food, every man's food, right? Exactly, became on a high price within this period itself. So we at Sativa Solutions came up with a business model to help suit our community, to help suit the people around us, to help work out the things that are actually happening. You see, the talk of the what's the name, the foreign rice, discovered it went on a high side. In fact, the woman just by the wayside selling food began to sell food in small quantities, thereby causing customers to actually query and give problems, right? Exactly, and thereby causing an argument between the two sides. But we as Sativa Solutions, we came, we sat, and we drew a business model that could work and actually give our community and the world at large rice. We solve the problem of rice milling, right? Exactly. So how do we intend to do this? How do we intend to do this? One of our key partners of this are farmers. We also have the government bodies. Exactly, we have the government bodies, we have the local retailers, we have families, we have restaurant consultants, celebrity chefs, and notable restaurateurs, and also food bloggers. Because why food bloggers? Because they help. You will see that the world is going digital already, right? So people now go online to seek what is easy. So now we actually reach out to these. We want to reach out to these people to make it easy to circulate that information that we sell. We give rice at not just a cheaper rate, but with quality. Exactly. And some of our key activities which we do on a daily basis is that we provide training and resources to local retailers. Yes, I think we provide training and resources to local retailers. We host consumers forum for feedback and interaction. Not just like the normal local rice whereby you say stone is here, or no, we always get we are open for feedback. And also one of our value proposition is that we equip physical milling space. We also host special investors events whereby we host special investors events. We also connect the concept teams with an experienced support. That's what makes us different from the rest. Support from different teams. We have our intelligence team, which actually on a daily basis, they seek out for more information. And also we transact on a level data. And also for our customer relationship, we actually get a farm association. We just want to know the feedback from our customers, just like I said earlier, to know what is actually, instead of giving a gap between we and our customers, we always want to get close to them. You know, okay, what do they actually need? Also, we give dedicated assistance to local retailers, to farmers. In fact, we listen to families. We go as depth as that to listen to families, and that's how we always grow on a daily basis. And also, we give open support to grow what communities of alumni concepts and themes. So how do we channel on doing this? We have what we call the direct sales. We go into the direct sales or or paid medium. And also we do brand awareness, exactly. Brand awareness campaigns via food blogs, via newspapers, via magazines. And so on every social media website. We use the Twitter, we use Facebook, and we use other various. We also use to make use of the Instagram platforms to work this with us. So we have a customer segment, which is the food truck or market vendors who want to transition into brick and mortar with us, and also with individuals with the rice production idea, but no formal experiences. You see, there are a lot of people who actually have ideas like this, but when they have no experience, we also bring them on the team, because there's things about ideas. We also train them, and guess what? Instead of them competing with us, they're actually supporting us, because we actually make their dreams come true, and it's a win-win for everybody. So we support with individuals that actually have rice production ideas. We bring them on the team. Okay, come check in on these things. Since you have no idea, we'll employ you and we'll also support you. And then instead of competing with us, they actually support us there. And also we have what we call a cost structure, which is for our rent. We have rent equipment, that's for the rice milling and farm space. And also our salaries being paid, or we're always consistent, paid on a monthly basis. We also pay also on a weekly basis, and also PR marketing fees, and also POS system fees for retailers, just like I said, who want to do fast transaction. Even though it's we don't say, okay, just go because we can't do transaction now. We make it so easier for them that way. And what's our revenue system? We rent upfront, monthly fee change to concept teams for milling space, also equity ownership of concept teams, and also partner recommendation fee. And we have some of our key resources. For the physical, we have rice production space. We have the POS system. For human resources, we have skilled employees. Just like I said, instead of competitors, we have what we call supporters. Yes, instead of competitors, we have what we call supporters. We bring these people to this knowledge. Okay, since you have the idea, all right, and you don't have a farm space, or you don't have this experience, why not you come and then we go all together and then we win together? It's a win-win for everyone. Also, we have what we call the financial resource with equipment, lace line, and skilled funding, and also our intellectual team, our brand experts, and our track record. And how do we intend on doing this? We do it what we're different from the rest is that, you see, just like the bag of rice that you see outside, now the price is about 30K, and even the average salary rate is not really up to that. Imagine if the average salary rate is 15K, and for a bag of rice, which we have 30K, who would be able to afford that? So that's why we at Sativa Solutions came together and drew this concept that, okay, why not we give rice at, because everyone they want to eat rice. They want to eat rice on a daily basis. You can't do without eating rice for a week. In fact, for 3 days. And also, so with this, that we came up with a concept, just like I said, to draw up, okay, why not we put this in quantities, in small quantities that can be sold to the common man. And not just in small quantities that can be sold to common man with low quality, no. We do this in high quality. In fact, they buy, and there are always feedback from them. Just like I said, we host forums where we get feedback from them. And with feedback from them, they've always been hearing, this is one of the best, this is one of the best from us. And that's how we actually been solving problems. So what I'm asking for is, we want support from Hot Price to make this scale to the larger world, because everyone actually needs to see this, not just only needs to see this, and just like I said, we need support to also scale higher and also get more people into our team. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that incredible presentation. Sativa Solutions. So your idea is about transforming rice and making it accessible and affordable to. You made mention about design with the right. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Yes, I'm there.
Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
So if you have questions, please ask your questions. If you have concerns, to ask. So Sativa Solutions can help you understand more about their business idea. All right, if there is none, do we have Think Hannah? Think Hannah. Think Hannah, are you here? Think Hannah, are you here? There is a representative here. Think Hannah. The floor is your presentation. Please, do we have a representative from Fudo? Fudo, Assure Rise, Explore Solutions, Explore Wholemeal.co, Agro Alliance. If you have it, indicate.
Think Anna is ready.
Please take the floor. We don't have time.
Okay, good day. We are Think Hannah. And we know the problems of our food system. We know that our food system is faced with various challenges, malnutrition, environmental and climatic degradation, food waste, and all that. So Think Hannah as a team, we've come up
Hello, Think Hannah, are you still here with us? Hello, think Hannah.
Sorry for the interruption. My network is bad. I mean, my network is bad. I have to use this one. Okay, so we came up with HANA model snail farm. Here we are going to raise snails which are purely organic snail. We know that one of the major ideas of the challenge is to shift focus from meat, like from normal meat, that because the production of meat, they say emits gases, the greenhouse gases. We know that one of them is to shift focus from meat, like from normal meat. My this network is bad now.
Think Hannah, go on.
Okay, interruption. Sorry, my network is really bad. So we heard that most of the world population is suffering from malnutrition. And we said, okay, what is this food item that is going to contain so much nutrient that, because in Nigeria and most developing countries, we have a problem of low income and all. You say, what is this food? Solve the problem of hunger, but also solve the problem of malnutrition. And we came up with the snails. Because when snails are eating, snails contain many ingredients, like many nutrients such as calcium, potassium, zinc, iron, and all. If we want to look at individual classes of food, that is to incorporate of meal at once, we will know that the money and the resource look for something that, okay, this single ingredient model other small scale farmers too, because we are going to get snails from them, treat them purely organic. We are going to, some people start up these farms and they don't get or who to sell to, and that's why I think most people in the country don't even go into this. So we are going to take them under our umbrella and like we are going to be like a canopy that's just take a minute percentage from them. That's we are going to help them do their businesses to enable them grow. And the aim of this year's challenge too is to help provide employment for people. Of course, our model is going to provide so many job employments, and in fact, it's going to enrich our nation, because there's a snail farming now is like a mini gold mine. Since most say the need for snail, the demand supply for snail cannot be met. And from our research, we found out that the demand for snail cannot even be met in the next 20 years if things progress the way they are progressing. So that's why we think, or we know, that this is going to be very good for our food system. Thank you. We are ready for your questions.
Thank you very much for your presentation. But we're still waiting to hear more from you. Your key partners, we were anticipating that. We're looking out for your cost structure. We are looking out for your distribution channel, your customer segments, but we didn't get all of that. So how innovative is your business? What technology are you putting in use to change that narrative? You want it to be affordable to change the concept of the frequent consumption of meat, and we were actually, our ears were itching to hear of something unique or different you're bringing to the table that could change that. But I think for our participant listening, if you have questions for Think Hannah, please go on. Talking about the beauty aspect of it, the snail rearing, right? Or the snail production. Is that what
Yes,
Think Hannah
yes,
is all
yes.
about?
It's
Okay.
not.
So, pardon?
That's not what Think Hannah is all about. We know researchers, like, people can go about their normal daily activities and rest snails. So the production of snails does not really have to be it does not really involve the use of machineries and all. We just get products, food waste, like cassava leaves, pawpaw peels, and all. And we just go there, clean this every evening, give them little water to drink, and that's all for the snail production. And compared to meat, you know that meat,
Okay, go on.
they say in the production of meat, there's a lot to the wastage of animals or livestock. So compared to that, we are going to bring in the snail farms, because this one we should know that there is either to water pollution for and inconducive environment for life, aquatic animals. So in Think Hannah, our cost structure is going to be like this. We are going to sell meat to individuals, restaurants, hotels, food processing companies. Like, the market for snails is very large. Individuals sell to grocery stores, supermarkets, malls, frozen fish or frozen beef. So we are going to put we are going to package our products as in frozen snails too, to supply to all these malls and all. And distribution channels, we are working with beauticians too. We are working with beauticians to supply our slime and snail shell powder to them. We also work with people that produce all these household items like Vim, who will supply snail shell powder to them and our snail meat powder, snail meat.
Okay, okay. So for your presentation, I think you should have addressed that earlier sequentially, which is very important.
Sorry,
And that shows that you're prepared.
sorry, sometimes I'll talk and I'll know my mic as in is mute or on mute or something like that. And there are some things I did that you did not get them. Then I later realized that my mic was on mute. I don't know. Sorry, my device is misbehaving.
Okay, do you still have something to share with us?
No, no. Do you have any questions for us?
All right, thank you very much, Think Anna. We'll have to call on the next group. Thank you very much for your presentation. We'll address that later. Next, Gary Fack, are you ready? Gary Fack, are you ready? Agro Alliance, are you ready?
Yes, we're ready, ma.
Yeah. Gary Fack, are you ready? Who is responding?
Yes, ma. We are ready, ma.
Which of the group, please?
Gary Fack is ready, ma.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. Hi, we can hear you. Go on.
Okay, ma. Good evening, everyone. My name is Julius Lovina. I'm representing Team Gary Fact, and my teammates are Vivian Young and Felix Iduko. Now, Gary Fact is an idea conceived or a business idea that is going to address, like, let's say, first, Gary Fact is going to rebrand the existing pattern of Gary, the nature of Gary we have. Now, the theme of the program says food for good. We are using this idea now to address, like, it's going in four directions. First, we are going to see how we can increase food supply. Secondly, how we can eliminate waste. The third one, how we can create employment, and how our products can improve human lives. Now, majority of Nigerians eat Gary. But the thing here, particularly students, you can agree with all they have is Gary. They think they are really broke. Like every damn Gary, the same way people go for flakes, noodles, and cereals. Gary should be something like that. And in most restaurants and family dinners these days, people prefer semovita and wheat to Gary because of how it looks like. We're also looking at how we can rebrand Gary, improve it, and make it something like that. We're also looking at the hygienic nature of Gary. Gary is exposed to dust and sand or whatever. We are also looking at how we can package Gary, rebrand it to avoid stuff like that, sand particularly. Now, how we are going to achieve that? Hello? Hello?
Hi. Yes, we are listening. We are listening. Go on. We are listening. We are listening. Go
I'll
on.
go
We
on.
are listening.
Now, how we are going that will happen? We are starting with the farmers, people who cultivate cassava. We also have this problem of Gary. Hello. We also have this problem of Gary price fluctuating. We should not have this price like some years to buy Gary for very big price. Gary is what we all know. We all eat here in Nigeria. We are looking at ways we can produce Gary, like put machineries in place where the price of
Hello, Gary Fack. Are you? I think we lost them. Well, it's embracing the new normal. We are, literally we are addressing the need from the need to change into the taking first step into learning how to do that, doing a virtual presentation. That. So while we would like to invite Gem Farm. Gem Farm, are you here?
Yes, please. This is Jen. Can you hear me?
Please go on, Gem Fan. Go on. We are here.
Please hold on. I want to share the business council. Gem Farm is out to actualize an ecosystem production based on the economy of good health and well-being of people across the globe. With the demands of meat surpassing supply, Gem Envision is a substitute in snails, which contains the basic protein nutrients 50% and requires less water, less land, less mass wastage. An average snail is comprised of 80% of water, 15% of protein, and 2.4% of fat. They contain essential fatty acids such as calcium, iron, selenium, magnesium, and are rich in source of vitamin E, A, K, and B12. The shells of the snail, after extraction, will be converted to organic manure for crops cultivation and chicken feeds. The poultry waste will be turned and converted into manure and biogas for the restaurants, whereas the crop yield, plantain, cabbage, and corn, will serve as feed for the snails as well as the poultry. This process encompasses the 7 SDGs while combating prevailing health issues such as cardiovascular diseases, tuberculosis, liver, and kidney problems. Hello, can you all hear me?
Yes, go on.
The
Yes,
problem
go on.
in which Jiang Farm wants to solve is good health and well-being. According to the World Health Organization, in developing countries, 40% of preschool children and pregnant women are anemic due to lack of iron deficiency. Iron deficiency is the most common and widespread nutritional disease and disorder in the world. Iron deficiency and anemia reduces the work capacity and individuals and entire population, bringing serious consequences and obstacles to national development. So the solutions, and aside from good health and well-being, Jack Farm wants to solve, Jack Farm plans in solving good food wastage, decent work, and employment. Now, aside from the, hello?
Go on, Miss.
Hi, we are here.
Okay. Okay. So the solution is Jiang Fan wants to decrease the rate of iron deficiency in the world. If you look at the statistics from the World Health Organization, anemia is one of the nutritional basic deficiency in the world today. So using the snail, now Jiang Fan brings the idea of snail production. Using the snail has 50% of protein. Snail has an anti-cancer properties and antioxidant properties, which heals the body. Snail has a high rich in the iron, which helps to curb the deficiency, iron deficiency, and to fight anemia in the body. The shells gotten from the snails will also be used as manure rather for food crops such as lettuce, corn, plantain, etc. The snails eat more plantain, cabbage, lettuce, and corn. So the snail shells will be used as manure for the food crops, and the fruit crops will also be used to feed the poultry. And the poultry will be used also for restaurants. It is a farm circle from snail. After production of snail, we use the snail shell, which is food waste. That is where management of food waste comes in, which is food waste, which is a waste, the snail shells. The food waste will be used as manure for food crops. And when the food crops are grown, part of the food crops will be sold at, and part of the food crops will be used in feeding the snails. So when the food crops are grown, it will be used in feeding the poultry, like the corn. It will be used in feeding the poultry, which are the birds. And the poultry will be sold out to the restaurant. So the Genk farm is having a farm cycle of snail, food crop, poultry, and restaurant. Our key partners for Genk farm is customer, restaurants, farmers, cosmetic and pharmaceutical firms. We sell the snail to our customers. For the restaurant, the snails will also be sold to the restaurants. Since snail is a very delicious meat which can be used in any delicacy. Snail is not only eaten in Nigeria but all over the world, like France, Brazil, UK, and so on. The food crops will be sold to farmers also, in which the grains gotten from the food crops will be reproduced, and it will help the farm chain increase. Cosmetic and pharmaceutical firms. Due to the anti anti due to the antioxidation properties of the snail slime, it will be used as skincare products. Like snail slime can be used as facial spa products. It helps eliminate dead skin cells, it replenishes the skin, and it makes the skin shiny and healthy. Snail also has an anti-cancer properties and healing properties. The snail will be sold to pharmaceutical firms. The snail slimes and hello, can you all hear me? Hello.
Yes, go on, go on. Go on.
Yes, we can hear you.
Snail slime and snail shells will be used for pharmaceutical properties. Like the snail has an anti-cancer properties which is used in fighting cancer. We all know that cancer is also part of the leading ailments in the world today. And the snail slime can be used for healing purposes. Then in China, when someone gets a burn, a wound that is unable to heal, we use a snail slime. It it hastens the healing process of someone's body and boosts the immune system. Then activities. Providing protein-based substitute for beef. Snail is snail has a 15% protein, which is a substitute for red meat for beef. We know that red meat is no longer advisable for the population to consume. So the best substitute for beef, and it's very much more affordable than beef products. Then customer acquisition and pitching ideas to cosmetic and pharmaceutical stores. We pitch our ideas to them concerning the properties in which a snail has. Then customer support and services for compliance and further improvements on our products. We have a customer support and service scheme that will help in promotion of the production. Fulfilling orders. We, the Drink Farm, plan on giving a door-to-doorstep delivery. You call a customer care line and we will deliver it at your doorstep, both for restaurants, hotels, home use, pharmaceutical purposes production, and cosmetic purposes production. Employment provision. The farm sector will be divided into 4 places, which is the snail farming, the food crop, the poultry, and the restaurants. Genk farms will provide an employment to the nation, in which it will curb the lack of unemployment in Nigeria as a whole, because when like it says, an idle man is a devil's tool. So when the youth are empowered, when the youths are given the opportunity to work under Gen Farm production, then it will decrease the rate of unemployment here in the country. The key resources, such as very facilities and equipment, we need land, which which is land, the slime extractor, food crops, and poultry. The land mass, need a land mass. Snails are mostly reared in the humid parts of the country, like the southern part and the western part of Nigeria. So if we are to open a snail farm production company, it should be in the humid part of Nigeria, as it helps the snail in boosting the production of the snail. Then for the capital, we know with this our brilliant idea of snail farm production and the food chain, the hot price, the winning hot price money, we use it in starting up our business to help in development and economic growth of the country. Then we need initial things we need to start the processing of the farm. Then the healthy preposition, which is healthy, environmental friendly protein-based diet, provision of prepared and packaged products that saved customers time. Aside from we distributing the snow, we will have a sector in which we prepare the snail and package it in a form that if you can just buy the snail from Junk Farm or any retail store in which you supply to, then you cook it directly to your food. There's no point in washing or taking off the shells from the snail. Availability of raw material for cosmetic and pharmaceutical products, which is the slime. When we get the slime extractor, we'll give it out to the cosmetic and pharmaceutical firms in order for them to produce more medications for the country. Aid customer and making informed decisions pertaining food. Customer relationship. Food education, public speaking. Social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, and so on. 247 customer support. Feedback system. We'll have a feedback system in which if the customer satisfaction is not rated 10 over 10, you give us your customer feedback on improvement of our products and supply. Then the customer segments, end customers, which are family and individuals, cosmetic firms, pharmaceutical firms, stores and supermarkets, farmers, channels, marketing, social media. The junk farms will have a website in which you can reach out to us as soon as possible. Social media, which is the Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, and so on. Content marketing, face-to-face education. Not everyone is aware of the health benefits of snow. Not everyone is aware of the health benefits of snow. So for the face-to-face marketing, we'll have marketers who will go to especially the northern part of the country where they have little or no idea concerning the health benefits of this snail, rather of the snail. They will be educated. We have people who can translate in the language form in which even the illiterate can understand and know the health benefits of the snail. Then cost structure, land acquisition, purchase of snail, bed and crop seedling, technological cost, advertisement and content creation, operational cost, staffing, packaging and delivery, revenue streams, customers willing to pay their protein directly, restaurant sales, poultry and crop sales, cosmetic and pharmaceutical firms in need of raw materials, farmers paying for organic manure, which is the snail shells. So, okay, this is production. Snail farming has a low cost and low risk in investing in snail farming. So we urge the horse price to invest in gen farm production for a better economic growth and for a better economic growth in the worldwide. Thank you. Hello.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Thank you very much for that presentation. Thank you. That was amazing.
Thank you.
I applaud the team for coming up with this interesting idea. It's really interesting for me. So I encourage every other team who were not able to have a slide share of their idea should get that ready during the next session. Okay, so with this, we could understand what you're talking about, following the process and every step of it. We saw what Gem Farm is planning to do if they actually win that sum. So thank you. If there is any question for Gem Farm, kindly do that. Kindly unmute yourself. But if there is none, we would like to invite Gary Fack to come and complete their presentation. Gary Fack, are you there?
Yes, we are here.
Can we
Please
ask
go
Gem
on.
Farm question?
Okay, if you have a question, go on. Ask your question.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello.
I heard them saying that they have 5 circles, but they mentioned just 4. So I would like to know the last circle, or was that just an oversight? Thank you.
I didn't get you, please.
Hello, yeah, Emmanuel, a member of Gem Farm. I want to attend to the question the brother asked. He was talking of the cycle of Gem Farm. Yeah, Gem Farm is a farm that has or that focuses on 3 agricultural process. That's growing snails, growing poultry, and also cultivating some agricultural produce for the consumption of some of the livestock we intend to grow, and also to feed the nation. We intend to grow snails, then package, supply, and make use of all the parts of the snail. Then some of those parts we cannot send to the consumer or to the market will be recycled, like the shell. The shell, when we produce or when we have enough of it, we intend to sell to so many companies like the chemical industry, the pharmaceutical for medical purpose. Then the leftover will be grinded and processed industrially in a way we may not discuss here. When we process it, we use it as feed for the poultry we intend to grow. That is a livestock farm we intend to grow. Then part of it will also be used as organic manure for the vegetables we intend to grow as well. And the waste from the poultry will also be used for biogas. That's we intend to generate electricity and generate power also from the waste we'll get from the poultry farm. And some of the waste would also be used as organic manure for the agricultural farm, that's the vegetable farm we you're going to cultivate. And this vegetable farm is going to be so big in a way that the world will have more than enough to consume in not less than, say, 5 years. That's how we intend to, like, that's the length of time we intend to actualize that very production. So the agricultural produce would also be supplied to farmers, and part of it, that's the part that will not be consumable would also be sent back to the livestock farm. You can see
Okay,
the
thank you
process
very much. Thank you very much,
inside
Gem
of that.
Farm.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much for the explanation. Thank
Yes.
you. I
You're
believe
welcome.
Gem Farm has been able to address your question. We'll have to move over to the next group. We don't have time.
Yeah, they have. Thank you.
Gary Fat, please, 6 minutes. Round up. 6 minutes. Gary Fat.
Sorry, Ma, for the break. Sorry, everyone, for the break. Now, I was saying Gary Fat is a business idea that wants to rebrand Gary. Are you getting me? We want to rebrand Gary. Now, this age where we are, people prefer flakes, people prefer noodles, people prefer cereals to Gary because they think Gary has been around, it has the same taste, it has just been there. And most people go for Semovita and wheat because it's smooth, they can swallow it, unlike Gary. Now, Gary Fact is looking at ways we can rebrand Gary.
Baby, I'm done.
Restructure it, repackage it. For swallow. What Nigerians? Hello? Hello?
Go on.
Hello?
Hello, we are with you.
Okay. I was saying we are going to do it in two ways. There's a separation. We are going to produce Gary for swallow, what we call eba in Nigeria. And then Gary for drinking. We can as well package it like something fiber free. Gary that you don't have to soak and then drill out is sugar granite. As soon as you get it, it's ready for drinking. Just soak it and you are gone. Now, how we're going to do that? We're not going to take Gary from the existing ones, like going to the market to buy Gary. If we do that, it will affect people who eat Gary, like the recent Gary now. It will be a kind of increase in price. For us to achieve that, we have to go back to the grassroots, working with the farmers. For that to happen now, we have to aid the farmers. Gary has a very tedious way of production. You have to pass through a lot of stress. The frying is hell. Like, if I can borrow that word, it's very difficult producing Gary. So we have to give them a hand, like aid them to cultivate more cassava to avoid fluctuation in price as a result of low cassava yield. And also, we plant factories where we can buy the cassava from them directly and produce this Gary. If we can produce Gary that is better than the existing one, people will naturally go for that one. Are you getting me? And when we plant that factory now, the business can also be diversified because Gary, cassava also is used to produce clothes starch.
Go on.
From that factory now, we can as well introduce a new business into the Gary industry. Are you?
Yes, we can hear you.
So Gary factory is actually looking at ways we can ban Gary, introduce a new kind of Gary to the market. The same way people go for flakes, noodles, and the rest, we want Gary also to have the same market share. Are you getting me? That's all, ma'am. I'm done talking.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Hello?
Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Go on.
I said I was done already. Hello. Oh.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I think we will need a slide or a pitch deck for your idea, for your business idea, because due to the break-ins, we couldn't get much of all that you said. Okay. Prepare.
Okay, ma.
Yes, please do provide us with your business model canvas. We'll see what you've prepared and also your pitch deck. That will guide us on what you're actually talking about and how you intend to make your Gary Pack innovative, easier and less stress for farmers. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. So sorry. I've been on transit since morning.
Hello.
I've been on
Can I?
transit since morning. So Agro Alliance, we are yet to hear from them. Then the Xanthos Foods. The Xanthos Foods, please come on board. Xanthos Foods. I hope I'm getting that right.
Okay. Welcome.
I'm ready. Xanthos food is ready.
All right, please go on. Let's listen to what you have to say.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Adoifeit. I'm representing the Xanthos group. My group members are Udeme, Divine, James, and myself. My name is Adoifeit, like I earlier said. So the name of our food is Xanthos food, and it is coined, excuse me, and it is coined from the botanical name of cocoyam, which is Xanthosoma sagitifolium. Excuse me. The idea is to transform the traditional staple food usually considered as a poor man's crop, processed into a global food brand, and its production will have impact on most economical and vulnerable groups, as it will be accessible, affordable, and increase the country's GDP. It will serve as food security for crop farmers across many countries in West Africa and Central Africa at large. Our key partners are supermarkets, farmers, local markets, restaurants, retail outlets, food store, online and offline. Nutritional value of Xanthos food. It is a very high digestible starch, good quality protein, contains vitamin C, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, minerals, and essential amino acid, according to research. Even the peel of the cocoyam serve as food for livestock. Leaves known as taro leaves reduces cholesterol level and increases weight loss. It helps control blood pressure, help increase sperm production. Every part of this crop is useful, from the leaves to the peels, and every part of it is useful. The economic value is provides employment opportunity for about 30% of the youth, from the production to the processing to distribution, and it can boost the country's economy and the country's GDP, like I earlier said, through exports and sales. Social value. Having a serving meal and a tea bag over a conversation will bring unity and peace. Consumers, customers, food markets, retail outlets, hotels, supermarkets, farmers, children, youth, adults of all age group. Everyone can consume this food. It's very healthy and for every age group, and it's very affordable, and even people in the village can access it. And most times the rural areas are major targets because some of those things don't get to them. But then this will get to everyone, whether you are in the deepest of villages, will get to you, and it's very affordable because it's one of their local products we are trying to produce and then make popular to the world. That would be all. Did you get me? Hello?
Yes. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. That was brief, but Our ears are actually itching for more because
Okay.
yes, we're actually looking out for the customer segment, actually the cost structure, what you need for your business. But I beg you, you prepare you send your business model canvas to us,
Yes,
so
I will
that will
send
help
that.
us.
I will include that. But I mentioned the customers. Maybe I was too fast and you did not get to me. But then I'll include everything in the slide.
Okay,
Hello?
okay.
I cannot hear
To
you.
the field, you mentioned from the peel to the taro leaves, the leaves of the cocoyam, and the tuber
Yes.
itself.
Yes,
Huh?
everything is going to be used. Nothing is wasted.
Wow. So the
Yes.
one that caught my attention is the tea bag.
Oh yes, yes. That's to
Yes,
come up from the
serving
leaf.
as the tea bag, just like we have the Lipton tea. Wow,
Yes,
that's
yes,
that's
yes.
amazing, and it's
Thank
going to
you.
be really helpful for our women and men and girls and boys who are looking to lose weight.
Yes, and those
So,
who are
well, it's a very innovative
suffering,
idea,
so
and we look
it's very
forward to
useful.
listening to more. Please do more research on this idea so
Okay.
that on the good day when we have our semi-finals, we should be able to have a slide presentation of all the content. Please,
All right.
thank you guys. Thank you for showing up. For the teams, the Explore team, the Fudo, the winner, some of them are having network connection challenges, but we can still give them a grace to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow. So we'll reach out to those persons. Thank you all for everyone that presented today. Uh, Judges are going to look at the video and see how well you've done, and give them they'll give you the feedbacks later. So if there's any group that is here that have not presented, please let us know. We'll have to move it over to the next day. It's been a long day. It's been an interesting day. Listening to you all your ideas. They've been really awesome. So do have a wonderful evening.
And you too.
You too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye.